Donnie be GotDaBeats.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in for the latest edition of The Beat. I'm your host, Donnie B. Got the Beats. And you know I got the beat. If you're paying attention, we're going to make sure that people know what time it is with that if they're not paying attention. But it is what it is. I digress. We'll get back to that later on. You guys that do follow, you know what time it is. It's time for that glorious intro, y'all, so stay tuned.
Is on everything.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I got my latest guest tonight, man. My man James btip Brown. Listen, I had the luxury of being invited on his podcast, btipinthamix, a week or so ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's not often that I get an opportunity to speak about myself, about my travels and my story, but this brother right here allowed me to come on his platform. So I got to return the favor and set my man up right, let him know that the love is reciprocated. So without further ado, I had to invite my brother, my champion, my friend over here, btip. He's an artist, filmmaker, DJ, and host of btipinthamix. What's good, btip? How you doing, brother?
What up, Donnie B? Thanks for the grand introduction. It's a pleasure being here on the beat with you. Thanks for the invite.
Hey, of course, bro. Listen, and just want to set the record straight. Let's say this off the rip. Anybody that is a guest on the beat is always welcome. Mikasa, Sukasa, bro. So if you got any kind of news, any kind of thing that you try and break, feel free to hit me up. Let's talk about it. People need to understand, man. We all connected, man, and we got to lift each other up, man. My platform is your platform, and just like your platform, you gave me the respect to have my voice on your platform. Mine is always and forever welcome for you, brother. Real loud.
Oh, right back at you. Appreciate it.
Of course. But we didn't, the beautiful thing about my podcast, the things that I'm affiliated with is that, look, at the end of the day, we get straight to it. So let's get straight to it, bro. For those out there that don't know who James btip Brown is, the first question is second most important question. We'll get to the first one later on in the interview, but the second most important question is, who is? Let them know.
Oh, James btip Brown, man. I'm a artist, filmmaker, DJ, originally born in Hackensack, New Jersey. Was in Teaneck, New Jersey till the 5th grade. Moved out to Cali. Raised up on the east side of Long Beach. Shout out to Hughes Junior High, Long Beach Poly. You know what I'm saying? Milliken. I went to Milliken also for one year, but I got to give it up to my Rabbits. Shout out to the Long Beach Rabbits. I believe we got the most players in the NFL that came out of Long Beach Poly, out of all the high schools in the country, I believe.
I gotta say, first of all, shout out to Long Beach Poly. Like I was not acclimated or familiar with the factory that is Southern California for pro athletes, right? And so moving out here, that's one thing. Long Beach Poly, they come out of there, bro. That's like you know what I mean? Like they come out of there. So shout out to them, man. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you for shouting them out, because that's a big necessity. But
that's the home of scholars and champions. Let me let that be. That's the slogan. Home of champions, bro. Scholars and champions.
Hey, I wish I had both of those monikers. We gonna get there though.
Right.
But that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, and I'm glad that you got to share, man. Shout out to Hackensack, New Jersey, yo. Like, so what people don't understand is I'm from the DMV, I'm from Washington D.C., but my family is from the tri-state, flat out. So Jersey, Philly, you know what I mean, like that whole
Right.
little bag, New York, NYC, all of that tri-state, and that like so that's my home. You know what I mean? But I'm out here in LA trying to put on for my towns and stuff and whatever. So shout out to that. But yeah, man,
Good.
again, back at it. Next question though, since you started out with that, and we're gonna get back to you, bro, because we here to celebrate you.
Yeah.
Growing up in. This question is for you. Obviously, like you say, you're from Hackensack, but you came out here to the Long Beach in LA. What was it like for you growing up? You could talk about either out there, Jersey. You could talk about here. You could talk about wherever you feel comfortable, so people get to understand BTIP and what made you what you are. What kind of hurdles did you overcome to become the success that you are today? So, growing up in, what was that like for you?
Oh shoot! I mean, I was in Teaneck, New Jersey, up into the 5th grade. It was fun, man. You know, as a kid growing up, I had the snow back then. We had the sleds. I was doing all of that, snowball fights. And you know, just my parents, you know, and they was in business with my other parents. Shout out to the Harrisons and the Augustas. They owned a liquor store and a bar in Jersey, and it was well known and everything. So I used to go back every summer, man. My father taught me how to work and everything. Because I was out here with moms, you know what I mean, in Cali, but I would go back to Jersey every summer. And the thing it is, like my first year or two when I was in Cali, man, I used to have, as a kid, it was dramatic, traumatizing a little, because I was like, you know what I mean, having dreams. I was playing with my friends in Jersey. Just know, you know, I'm in the 6th grade and I'm a kid and I'm missing my friends there, but I would go back every summer, wouldn't want to come back. But when I get back out here, I'm loving it out here. But what it is, once I start driving, it was a whole nother ball game. We was out of Long Beach, we was LA, going to UCLA stuff. Yeah. And you know, I didn't get into the gang activity. I was right there, living right there. Like I had to go through them to get to a girl I was talking to, and then one of my friends. But I never got into the gang thing, man. I just always felt like I couldn't see myself doing that to another brother. You know what I'm saying? Even at that young age. Like, of course, we would have fist fights and all that. And yeah, you know, I have my fist fights. I won, I lost. And then some cats that are now OGs, I had fist fights with them before they was banging. So to me, like some of them, I would just be like, oh, you banging now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Really? So, I mean, no disrespect to, you know, people that's out there doing what they doing, but that ain't BTIP, man. You know, I'm about unity, but I don't play either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really about unity and coming together and all that. That's BTIP. But some people know the 90s BTIP. The 90s BTIP was tripping a little bit, but I survived it, you know what I mean? And I'm here, man. I'm a changed person. I'm older and more mature now, so I don't go out tripping like, you know what I mean, when you was younger.
Yeah. You know the thing I gotta say this for the record, since we on the clock. I'm gonna tell you flat out. I mean, the older your resume is impeccable, brother. Like that's a testament to you and your upbringing, man. So shout out to you and your family, man, for raising entrepreneurs such as yourself, man. Because like you said, I mean, I come from the same kind of roots where I was in in a spot where I could have been around. I was around bad elements, but that's neither here nor there. But I didn't let that become me. You know what I mean? I always thought I thought bigger than I thought ahead. So it shows based off of, like I said, your track record and all your credentials and stuff like that, your press kit, your media, or just everything that you touch, man. It's real, and it says something about you. So kudos, bro. Seriously.
Appreciate it. Thanks for reading it. Appreciate it.
Of course. When did you discover your talents for music?
Oh shoot, my talents in music, I say, came in around 8th or 9th grade. I mean, because I got into the church choir. Shout out to Christ Second Baptist Church, City of Long Beach. You know what I mean? Off of New York and MLK. Come see us on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? So I mean, it was that really inspired me. man, I want to say these names, man. Kenny Brown, man, it's Johnson King, and it's people that was like choir instructors and playing the organ. I can't think of everybody's name right now. I'm pissed at myself, right? Dorothy King, and it's one more person I want to see. Gwen, I can't think of Gwen's last name right now. Gwen K-son. Shout out to them because the Kings, they could sing like a mug and they played the organ. So they was running our church doing that. Kenny and Gwen, they was like the instructors, you know what I mean? The choir instructors, man. And I just used to have so much fun in the choir. Like this was about the 8th or 9th grade, man. We would just have a ball during service. We'd be out there talking about people's mamas and they outfits. We'd be laughing and we'd be in the choir stand. Mind you, the way it was, the choir stand is visible to the whole congregation.
Right.
So we used to be up there clowning, boy. We'd get in trouble afterwards. Like, what was you doing up there? But yeah, man, I mean, just shout out to the Baptist church, man. That's where it all started for me. And then, even before that, man, I would just be mimicking just different artists like Michael Jackson and, people like that, Prince and all them, in front of the mirror acting like I'm performing. Richard Pryor. My mother, she used to love it because I used to memorize all his material, even though it was cuss words in there. Man, I used to know Richard Pryor, like all of his stuff. I would just be practicing doing that in front of moms and just people have them laughing, man. So that's how I got into it. And then first and foremost, my first concert was at the age of 4 in New York City at the Radio City Music Hall. And guess who it was? Shout out to the Jacksons, the Jackson 5. I remember still vividly pieces of it. I remember Janet Jackson coming out. Shout out to Janet Jackson. Then I didn't meet any of them yet, but I got to meet Joe Jackson at a film festival, rest in peace. I got to meet Mama Jackson, Mrs. Catherine Jackson at LAX. We was coming from, myself, Warren G, and some folks, we was coming from a promotional tour in Europe. And the night before, Janet Jackson had a show in Europe. I think we was in London. And so when we got on the plane, getting off the plane, funny thing is, I did a Throwback Thursday a few years ago, and it fell on Janet Jackson's mother, Mrs. Catherine Jackson's birthday. We had on the same color, blue and white and black. And that's how I got to meet her. Shout out to, shout out to the Jackson 5, the parents, everything, man. I'm going to shout them out.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. To say you, but the legacy of the Jacksons. I mean, people, what can be said about whatever people think, but man, the Jacksons, the entire family touched a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yep. And then you got to look at it with, how they try to, disrespect Pops, but, he had to handle, I don't know their whole story, you know what I mean? And I don't know it all, but just a few things, man. Like if you're a parent and you got kids and they in the entertainment industry, you got to watch over them, and you're going to be somewhat strict. So I tip my hat off to Joe Jackson, Catherine Jackson for having, making it happen for all those kids, man.
Yeah. I mean, if you really sit back and think about the pantheon of just entertainment and just like the fathers that had to endure and be parents that had to endure and be some pillars for their children, like even like you said, specifically since you a brother, I'm a brother, like people like Richard, King Richard, Richard Williams, you know what I'm saying, like father of Serena and
right.
Venus, you know what I mean, Joe Jackson, like everybody always paints the narrative of the black brother, like, I'm saying, oh my God, he's unbearable, he's the
right
with and the whole soul nine, but that's what is it? Journey fulfilled. You know what I mean? They had to do what they had to do to get their people from point A to point B. Like Moses bringing his people to the promised land. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's man. Shouts out.
Yeah. Shout out to all the parents out there that's got their kids in this industry, this entertainment industry, y'all. Just stick with them, man, and hang in there. Just watch them. You know what I mean? This industry is no joke. So we even talked about that on btipinthamix on Clubhouse before, as far as, you know, we got friends that their kids are in the entertainment business, and we just like, yo, you know, be that momager, you know, you got to be there with them, man. And, you know, and kids, it's rough on some of them taking no for an answer, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, this industry ain't no joke.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, I'm a girl dad, and I got, you know, I'm a boy dad too. But my two young ladies, yo, they coming up in the industry quick, you know, and you know, they live with their mom, so it's like I gotta be out there, like I gotta show them. You know what I mean? That's my get up and go every day. It's like I gotta show them this is the way you gotta be. You can't shuck a job with that, man. So like you said, man, shout out to all of the parents out there that's repping and putting on for the children, so that the children can know how to navigate this turbulent space, yo. Because it's definitely turbulent space. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things you gotta look out for. It ain't like how they say, you know, you go to college and when you graduate, you automatically become this, right? It's like, okay, you know, you can go to school, you go to college, but at the end of the day, you could very well model yourself and take some photographs and become an Instagram model or a singer or a rapper or something. And, you know, if you're not intuitive or you don't have business savvy or even understand that kind of thing, it's difficult space, man. You know, and they don't prepare you for a lot. So,
I want to shout out a couple of parents I know that's got their kids is either in it or about to be. Shout out to Mad Factor with his daughters. You know, one of them can sing really good. Fitted a Caesar, we performed at Relay for Life, and his daughter Morgan, she's on a song with him. And so we made history. That was her first time performing live, and she's on that song. So shout out to Morgan and Fitted a Caesar. Shout out to QP and Chastney. They kids, man, they out there doing things, you know what I'm saying? They out there doing commercials and just doing it, man. So shout out to all my peeps with their kids in the business.
That's awesome. Shout out to Fitted the Caesar, by the way. He's been very very vocal with me as far as me trying to get him on the show. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get him on really soon, man. He has a very intriguing story, but all of our guests have intriguing stories. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I be trying to get him on the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shout out to Fitted the Caesar and his daughter and the whole fam and the whole nine. So I definitely appreciate you for shouting them out as well. Let me put a pause button. Listen, everybody, make sure that you like and subscribe. I left this down here on purpose. Make sure that you like and subscribe to Btip in the Mix and Btip, and I watch his. You got to look at his credentials. This is impressive, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you check this out here at the bottom. Also, if you on right now, we have people that's viewing. Feel free to reach out to the chat room. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, here go one right here, Monica Cervantes. What's up, Monica? She said, right. So make sure you let Btip know that you in the building, just like Monica did. Make sure that you like and subscribe and follow Monica as well. But Monica, we gonna come back to you. We got to make sure we lift up Btip in the Mix. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, I got to keep saying Btip in the Mix because it flows off your tongue, man. That's the thing. That ain't the brother, but it flows off the tongue. But make sure you like, subscribe, and follow Btip, man. Seriously, man. And
on that note, since you're talking Btip in the Mix, shout out to Monica, shout out to Crystal, and everybody that tap in on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying, on a regular, man. Much love to y'all.
Hey, flat out. And like I said, I've been on the show. I'm telling you, that network is extensive, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you tune in. It's on Clubhouse. Make sure you check it out real live. Okay. Tip, let's get back to you, bro. Because again, this is about you, right? I asked, I know you mentioned it earlier, and I love that because again, I like people who kind of just, they answer the questions before I even get to the questions. But I do want to throw out there and make sure it's spotlighted and make sure people understand who and or what were your inspirations for you becoming who you are.
Shoot, hey, going to concerts, because that's to this day, that's like one of my favorite things to do is go to concerts. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know, man. Like I said, my first one was at 4. I used to go to all the concerts that came to the Long Beach Arena growing up, just about all of them. That's why I saw Prince the Time, Vanity 6, Rick James, New Edition. You know what I mean? Zap. people like that. You know what I mean? Tickets was like $12, $12 back then. This is the Purple Rain concert. 14, I think, was $14.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So me going to concerts, man, and just seeing the love that the artist was receiving from the crowd, like that motivated me. Just the cheers, just how people would get crazy. And then, of course, you know, going to concerts, you're gonna see thousands of beautiful women. So that was one of the reasons why I was going to concerts. I was like, I love music, but when you go to concert, they're gonna come out the woodworks. Like
Right.
Long Beach got like what 300,000 people in here. I ain't never seen her. When I got to that concert, I ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? I would see people. I'm like, yo, concerts did it for me. Just going to concerts. You know what I mean? Seeing people live. And that's what like I said, that's what I still love to do is go to concerts. And I go to independent stuff to support. You know what I mean? I want to be supported. So I go out and support. I mean, I go support anyway.
Right.
But when you support, sometimes that support comes and supports you. So that's why I tell folks, you know what I mean? Even if you're not performing that night and it's your people, go support it. Because the thing is, that's what they're looking for anyway. The people that's got the money or the promoters and stuff, they want to see how many people you draw to their venue. It used to be different. Like, you know what I mean? Like before it was like, okay, you could kick back and the promoters and the promotion team, they gonna do it all. But me, I was never like that. I always been on promotion and marketing myself. I'm just pretty good at it and networking with folks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man, my inspiration is just going to concerts and seeing people perform live.
With that being said, let me ask you an off-schedule question. What was your favorite concert of all time that you went to?
Oh, bro, that's hard. That's a hard one, but I'm gonna just like right off top, I'm gonna have to say this one. I say Prince, The Time, and Vanity 6. The Purple Rain tour. Yo, I'm a short dude, y'all. I'm like 5'3", right? I like Prince. I've been liking him. My mother been like, we've been liking Prince since I want to be your lover. Yeah. You know what I mean? Since that album. And that was the second album, but I Want to Be Your Lover. That was like the first single off the second album, and that one was the one, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I say, man, Prince, The Time, Vanity 6. I saw how short Prince was. I was like, oh, this is my guy right here. Prince was short to the mug out, and he had on the heels. And here's the thing: we had good seats. We was on the side of the stage. It was like up a little bit, just up a little bit. And so Prince would be walking. It's like he looking right at you too. He'd be walking over there. And I'm gonna tell y'all that concert. This is what I'm saying. So that concert, I was a virgin. You know what I'm saying? I was a virgin. I'm walking around this concert. All I'm seeing is women in heels and lingerie. Then, while Prince is on, we on the side, we got two, I don't know if they was grown women or girls. Mind you, I'm in the 9th grade.
Right.
And they was treating us like we was grown kids, like we was grown men. Like these women that was in front of us dancing for us.
Yeah.
That's what Prince, The Time, and Vanity 6. Shout out to, rest in peace to Prince and Vanity. And yo, that concert was lit. And I'm gonna tell you, New Edition bring them out too, though. New Edition, I've been to some of their shows. Shout out to New Edition, man. They bring out the ladies that was our age in our age group. So I went to see New Edition, I think in high school. Everybody from, I say LA County, Orange County, whatever county, they was at that concert. Right. Shout out to New Edition. Y'all bring them out too.
Hey man, Ralph Tresvant, he was the draw for a second. I ain't gonna try to hold you, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ralph Tresvant in the New Edition there. That definitely. Yeah. I gotta say, I went to very few concerts when I was younger. I just grew up in like a music family, so like music was just like, all right, I'm just listening to my music or listen to other music that I guess I was more acclimated to, right? But the actual, the one I say my favorite concert of all time has got to be, it was the last leg of Tina Turner's tour, like her last one. And she came there, came into the Meriwether Post Pavilion in DC, or the DMV area. And she was like, I can't even quantify how old she was back then, but she was built like a tank regardless. And it was like, Jesus Christ, this lady is amazing. She dynamic and everything. And it was just, you know, from Proud Mary to, I mean, I was just, and I can't even remember. I think I was like maybe 20, 21, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like, and again, so I don't get out much, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, don't hate me for it, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's so when you say Prince and and first of all, the time is everything, man. I had the pleasure.
They ain't knowing about that.
I had the pleasure of meeting Morris Day a few weeks ago, man. Like a humble dude, man. Like a real cool, down to earth cat. And you'd be thinking he'd be like, man, like, you know, nah, he's bad, cool, bad, down to earth and everything. But the Prince at the time, New Power Generation, shout out. But Prince in the time,
right,
bro, it's nothing like it, you know. So that's what it is. I want to call out really quick. Shakira, aka Mama Lioness, she said hello. Just wanted to call attention to that, so you know. She said she was looking for Clubhouse, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, you know.
Shout out to Mama Lioness.
Hey, and
I can't see the chat, but shout out to everybody that's in here.
Hey, and Mama Lioness, let me tell you something. You talk about credentials, along with Monica, along with Mama Lioness. Hey, listen, y'all little movement y'all got, bro. It's credentials today. It's like alphabets with y'all credentials. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, doctor, PhD, like y'all out there. You know. Business first said top of the evening. Our focus media. I apologize, our focus media, and has been an avid shout out. Avid supporter of the beat since I was on your show. So thank you for introducing me to our focus media. Lord, I'm gonna get you right. Our focus media. My bad.
Shouts out.
Yeah. So sorry for going on. You know, I had to go with you because I was like, Tina Turner. Anyway, I want to ask you. You're gonna like this question. What would you say are or were your biggest obstacles in establishing yourself in the music industry?
Man,
love that question, don't you?
That's a rough one, bro. Obstacles are continuously. It's just, you know what I mean? You think everything is smooth, then boom, there's an obstacle, but we get through. What was the question? The hardest obstacle I've been through?
The biggest obstacles that you've encountered while establishing yourself in the industry.
Whoo, boy, oh boy. I'll just say this, man. I'll just say it like this, because I don't want to say too much. I don't want to ruffle no feathers tonight. Mm-hmm. But I'll just say one of my issues I have with folks, like y'all have heard my material before. I'm gonna just say it like this. I don't care where you at, what part of the world, btip is platinum through other people. You dig what I'm saying? So my obstacles, the stuff I've been through as far as people stealing material and just biting, and those are the type of things that I was rough for me. Cause that really it hurts when you up here creating stuff with your own mind, with your own pen and paper, and you go in that booth and you spit what you spit, or you create that beat. If you create that beat, or you go in there and write the lyrics that you wrote or you freestyle, and then for somebody with a name to come and just snatch that from you. It's a lot of people that's been through that, and the people that's been through it, they know how it feels. But if you haven't been through that, it's so okay. You'll be all right. You'll get over it. Don't worry about it. It'll be something else. No.
Yeah.
That was stolen. So my thing is, I don't really like to. I'll say I'll let a few people hear some stuff, but I don't really go into. I mean, I don't go on Clubhouse and play material that's not copywritten, or I
Right.
don't go on the Clubhouse and play stuff that's not ready to be released just yet. Even though you want to get opinions from people, and I get it, but what I've been through and some of the people who I work with, what they've been through, we like, okay, we're gonna be the judge of this ourselves. We know good music. So this shit sound good to me, this sound good to him, this sound good to her. We cool. You know what I mean? So that's my thing, man. Just as far as just the struggle of releasing, putting some music out, a demo or whatever, and people running off with your ideals and your material and throwing it out as if it's theirs. That's my issue. If that's a struggle.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely a struggle. Again, for everybody that's a creator, you don't want people to bite your stuff. Imagine if you were like just a Instagram or YouTuber, and you have this lane that you in, and you start doing this lane, and you struggling to try to get people to pay attention to what you doing. And the next thing you know, here come this dude, or do that, and wait, that's my bit. You know what I mean? And they got thousands and thousands of views. It's like, oh.
And then the cold part is the people, of course, they run with the people that's known and famous. They gonna ride with that because I could get on this bandwagon because they got it popping. I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm in the cut. I'm over here going to all these shows backstage. I'm having a ball. Yeah. But when it come down to the bread part, some of these folks, bro, they'll leave you starving.
Man.
So the thing is, the struggle to get out the struggle is create your situation too, and just make your moves. I mean, I still work. You know what I mean? I don't hold grudges, man. Like the people that's done that, like I'm cool with them now. You know what I mean? That was then. This is now. So I don't hold grudges, but I know what you did. We all know what you did. But I mean, like I don't like holding grudges and that shit. It just is, you really hurting yourself when you holding a grudge opposed to hurting the person you mad at or whatever. Because they doing what they doing, ain't even thinking about you, and you still over there mad. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, I'll be mad for a second, but I'm not gonna take that shit to the grave. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. I'm not gonna be mad at you forever.
Well, hey, listen, I understand. I totally do. And it's funny, being a recording artist myself and a music producer and trying to establish my own lane as well. I got used to unfortunately, I got used to the negativity or the lack of response. Going back to how you started this passage, where you, like you said, you put out stuff to say, "Hey, pay attention, please support," and then it's like, oh, people, you see the view count, so that people watching. Nobody want to like, nobody want to repost, nobody want to subscribe. But then let new Kendrick and Lamar come out, or let the Jay-Z joint come out. Next thing you know, people repost it. Hey, bad boom, screenshot and the whole nine. It's like, bro, like,
oh yeah. That's I ain't even touched that. I'm glad you brought. That's crazy to me though. That right there, I see that all day. People sharing negativity on their timeline, the news, all this negative stuff and then like you said, known artists, they sharing all the people that's already got it.
right.
You know what I mean? And I seen a meme. It said what? Share. It said support your friends like you support those artists that don't even know your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you doing a show and you charging $5, man, $5.
Yeah.
But Kendrick Lamar, shout out to Kendrick Lamar, dope album.
Oh, crazy.
His ticket's 100 or something, but mine's is $5. Oh man, I'm saving. I'll put this on them tickets on layaway. I'm going to see some Kendrick. Oh. But then when btip is going to a known artist show, why didn't you tell me about that? Well, you should have came. You should have came to my show just for you supporting, I would have brought you to this show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm supporting the people that support me, man, for real. I mean, I still support people that don't. That's how I am. But I'm just saying, man, stuff like that, what you brought up, and I just, for instance, just people sharing the news, the negativity. What are you getting out of sharing the negativity when you got a friend who you so-called want to make it, and you won't even put their stuff on a story for 24 hours? That's something to think about. And then people wonder, like, oh, they changed. He or she went Hollywood. I wonder why they went Hollywood. I wonder why they changed. Think about what did you do, or what didn't, the effort you didn't do to help support that independent artist.
Better talk about it.
Oh man,
Better talk about it.
We could be here all day on some folks. I'm guilty of it. I've done, you know what I'm saying? I ain't went and supported some people, and I thought about it like, damn, I could have went to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of. We all guilty of it, but we're gonna call it out. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna say this though, and this is something I live by. I'm be the first to tell everybody. You know, probably 2023, I'm gonna go on a barrage of me just apologizing to a ton of people because I am piss poor when it comes to keeping in contact with folk. I am piss poor because I move. I'm always doing something new. I'm trying to be out here, so forth and so on. So it comes across negatively to a lot of people, a lot of close people to me, and I get that, right? But one thing I would do is like, look, if I can't be there to physically support you, I will absolutely repost your stuff because the world needs to see that. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. What is it? It's literally a button that you push. Like, btip got something up. I see it. It's on my timeline. I'll repost. Boom. It's up. I'm supporting you. If I can't make it, hopefully I can send at least two people by repost it. And it's just unfortunate because people don't even take the time or the energy to do that. Like you said, they'll be quick to jump out and be like, "Oh, yeah, Jay-Z. Oh, yeah, you know, oh, this is the better album." We get engaged in these stupid conversations that they can't profit off of. But then next thing you know, here come btip. btip got the brand new contract from so-and-so, and btip is about to go to Turks and Caicos and be like, boom, boom, boom. He's shooting videos, or you see him out with so forth and so on. Hey, man, like, what's up? Hey, stranger. You ever got those? Hey, stranger.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, go get on my timeline, bro. Like, craziness, man. It's folly, yo. We cooking today, ain't we?
Oh man. Shout out to the people that's if you're viewing it right now. I mean, even late 2 months from right now, y'all watching right now, soak it up, yo. Because you seeing what we talking about. You really been seeing it. Now we don't woke you up. Now you're really gonna start seeing it.
It's real. It's real. My line said I did elbow cough.
Man.
Hey, and shout out to our focus media that said shout out to the beat. Thank you for the continued success, and same thing with our focus media. You guys are awesome. Hey, listen, I really thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Seriously, man, and you know, I just want to keep this thing moving. I want to go to a different space because this whole time we were talking about music, and we almost 40 minutes into the interview. We ain't there yet, but we almost 40 minutes into it. And
wow, time moving fast,
ain't it though? Right? See what I'm saying? What I need to do is learn to shut up and let you talk. You know, but we try to have a conversation. That's a dialogue.
Nah,
right?
That's all good, bro. You got to talk. Come on, let's go.
I want you to do me a favor because again, we've talked about the audio, we talked about the music portion of it, but I want you, and I'm going to implore you and ask you, could you please describe your journey as a filmmaker?
Oh man, filmmaking. So I'm gonna just say on my filmmaking tip, the majority of my filmmaking is me licensing out video footage and photos. So on the filmmaking, I mean, I've been on set, I've done PA work, I've directed, I've co-directed, was assistant director. I've done all those things. Shout out to Rhonda Ray with Afro City, Low Bass. They produced that. They let me be a um assistant director, and I set up the props and everything for, for the set and everything,
Mm.
So on that tip. But the recently, more than anything on the filmmaking, it's me licensed out video footage and photos. So in the 90s, I captured a whole lot of video footage and photos of known artists. You know what I mean? So here it is, 2022, and it's been going on for some years now. So they do documentaries on these art on different artists. I'll just say Snoop, for instance, because shout out to Snoop. Because yeah, man, the first one I licensed was a Snoop project. It was with VH1. Shout out to Duke Givens too, because he was the one that connected me to that. And because he's a dope photographer. He's got photos of Snoop when he was young and all that. But yeah, it was a Snoop behind the music on VH1. They licensed video footage from me. Whenever you see documentaries or specials on Snoop, is usually some of my behind the scenes footage. I'll say B-roll. That's what they call it, B-roll, because I had a Sony 8mm camcorder back in the day, and I always, not always, but I had it a whole lot on me. And everybody knew, and they go BT with the camera. I was filming away with my camera, with my tapes, right? On my Sony 8mm tape. Camera, man. I used to go to just like, I would be in studios, I'd be everywhere, man, and my camera would be rolling. So, whenever they do stuff on certain people, you could say like the G-Funk documentary, Warren G. Y'all check that documentary out, and you'll see me in it also. But with that, more they use so much of the footage in that on the B-roll. So I want y'all to go check out the G-Funk documentary. You'll see me in there on the turntables, and yeah, man, it's all about licensing. That's what I've been doing. What else? Corrupt, Nate Dogg, rest in peace. Episodes on them. When basically anybody from the Death Row days, the Def Jam, the 90s, and all of that, man. Y'all looking for some video footage, photos? I got it. I got Farrah Fawcett in the rest in peace. I got Farrah Fawcett in the airport in New York City. You know what I mean? Just people like that. People are like, huh? How you get Farrah Fawcett? Yeah, at the airport. You know what I mean? So I license out footage, and on my Clubhouse, that's pretty much almost the first thing it says. Own and license out video footage and photos for hip hop documentaries, TV shows. Shout out to Dr. Dre and Apple for using some of my footage of Snoop on set of What's My Name. You know what I mean? They used that in February. It was a Dr. Dre Beats by Dre commercial. Shout out to Rashidi. You know what I mean? The director who called me directly, and we made it happen. Shout out to Ian. Retro Video. Yeah, man, we just Ian Marshall at Retro, Big Mark, everybody, man. We just staying busy, man. That's where I'm at with the filmmaking. So, we coming up on this 50th year of hip hop. So y'all keep your eyes open. Y'all check it out, because you're gonna see some stuff from the 90s and some of this stuff coming up.
Indeed. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Let me hold up. Let me doing this all wrong. Like and subscribe and follow BTip on Instagram, Facebook. Man, just Google this, brother. I'm trying to tell you, the credentials are just they just credentials on credentials on credentials, man. So make sure you do that. Make sure you check him out, btipinthamix on the Clubhouse, along with Monica Cervantes and Crystal and Mama Lioness and there's just a whole bag. They out
Sapphire, Steamy, everybody. You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Man, T Money Green, the dopest bass player I know. He played on a bunch of Death Row records, man. Y'all got to tap in, man. We got some heavyweights on Tuesdays.
See what I'm saying? So y'all you need to make sure that y'all plug in, man. Make sure y'all tap in, like and subscribe. Let the brother know that you here, you support him while you got him here. And I appreciate Mama Lioness. I appreciate Monica Cervantes, our Focus Media. I'm trying to make sure that I got everybody who chimed in tonight. Man, feel free to chime in while we're still here. But these people have been chiming in, and because they're supportive, and that is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. Their initiative is crazy, man. Make sure you eat that up and soak that up, man. Real live. I definitely want to say this too. I said it off the rip. I'm gonna say it again. Your credentials are ridiculous. The fact that the licensing part of it, people don't understand. You want that bag. The quickest way is to have something to get that bag with. That's basic business. And the fact that you understand and to be able to take your assets and turn nothing into something lucrative. Crazy, bro. Crazy. It does not go unnoticed, especially for people like myself who are all ever watchful for ways to get the bag. I get that. I see what you're doing over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mama Lina says, thank for the love. Love guaranteed always, Mama Lina. That's for sure.
Shout out to our Focus also. I see y'all. I don't see y'all, but I hear y'all.
So I want to you know what? Let me pivot. I'm gonna come off of schedule because again we flying through. You got a little bit more time. We might go a little bit over.
I'm good, bro. I'm just chilling. I'm good tonight.
Nah, man, appreciate it. What's your current what are your current aspirations and projects? What you currently working on that you want to share for those that's out there so they can be hip on what the next move is for btip?
Okay, right now working a single called "A Lot Going On." That's with QP and Mad Factor. Shout out to Joy Williams singing on the hook. But yeah, man, we in Riff Raff the Great, the producer. It's a song we got called "A Lot Going On." Music videos out. We just working that right now, bro. Our first performance on that was at Taste of Compton in the city of Compton. Man, that was, the response was beautiful. I mean, the people, they've been talking about it, man. They love the performance and everything. It's a couple of things we need to clean up between us. We already talked about it. We know what we got to do. But I mean, I'm happy with the performance, you know what I'm saying? And so we got more stuff coming up, a performance coming up real soon. I really can't tell you about it too much, but it's coming up real soon. Y'all just need to tap in. It's gonna be a fun evening, and I'm gonna let you know, Donnie. But it's coming up, man. It's coming up. But I'm working with that. I wrote and rapped a hook with a brother by the name of Vandez Jackson. He's got a single out right now called Rage Baby, and I actually put that on my mix, Summertime Mix Volume 1. Y'all could check that on Mixcloud. So I got a track with we still need to finish it with Vandez Jackson. And then I mean, Mad Factor, man, I'm gonna just say one night he called me right after Clubhouse with Ideal. He was just rapping and stuff. I'm like, okay. And so he hit me and inspired me. So I went off of what he said. He's, oh yeah, man, that's dope. Whoop, whoop. So the next morning, I say it had to be, I know it's before 7. He calls me and he hits me with some more stuff. This is some different material. So I hit him back with something. He's like, damn, man, and I told him, like I've been telling all my peeps, I'm like, look, I don't want to rap, but I will do hooks and I'll do ad libs. So Mad Factor reached out to me, man. He was like, yo, I got this track. I want to see if you want to mess with it. He sent it. I'm like, yeah, I can mess with that. And I DJ, and I keep telling my peeps, I'm like, yo, I DJ, get me some club type track, something I could play in the club because I could play it. Right. You know what I mean? And my people can play it. So he got me one, and that's a lot going on. And so since then, man, I say these past, and then I'm gonna say Fudge Lo, man. I got to shout out to my boy Fudge Lo. Him and his name's gonna come to me in a second. I think it was the first day of the year. I had went and got myself and Fudge Lo. We went and got some equipment, and then this other producer, he called Fudge from Facebook from overseas, but he's from Long Beach. his name will come to me in a second. So I'm up here. I'm like, yo, we like, what should we get? Because this dude is dope. We asking about, different type of drum machines. He shows us all this stuff. He got all these different drummers. He's like, I got this, man. You can make music off anything. He pulls out this little, I don't know what it's called, but it's an Apple product. He pulled out this little thing and started making a beat, dude. I'm like, oh, shoot. And then I just start freestyling stuff. And they was like, yeah, that sounds good, B-Tip. Like, okay. And so I told him, like, yo, send me that track, man. I paid for the track. And one thing about me, even if I pay for the track up front, I still want to give you the credit. You know what I'm saying? It's some folks that they'll put it in paperwork, like, you're not gonna get credit. But myself, I've been through so much in this business that, like, I've seen folks that really did the work. Mind you, like I said, people have bitten before, and I've seen people just take the music and do what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, damn, I lost track of what I'm saying. I just went blank.
No, it's okay. You were talking about just people taking advantage of people that, all they do is they put in the work, but that person actually took the time to
yeah,
homage back. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, man, I'm just lost. I just forgot what I was saying. I just went blank, man. Maybe I ain't supposed to say too much right now. Let me shut up.
Nah, bro. No. I mean, listen, that's what we don't want you to do, because we're here to celebrate you. So it's the communication. We good. Good. We'll come back to it, because I know it'll come back to you. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I wanna push a pause button real quick, because you gave me license to give you extend this thing a little bit more, because I know I talked a lot. So that ate up some of your time, right? So I want to say this. First of all, let's do this again.
Mm-hmm.
I have the luxury of having the artist, filmmaker, DJ, and host of btipinthamix, or co-host as they were, James btip Brown. First of all. Second of all, make sure you like and subscribe on all social media. btipint on IG, on Facebook. Google this brother, you'll find him. I guarantee it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to btip. Shout out to the whole fam that supports him, that he supports, the whole network. Their network is, they say the network makes the network. Hey,
yeah,
do that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we're gonna go to what I call hot topics, and this is just kind of like a real quick kind of trivia, fun way for people to get to know who you are. btip, you down to play hot topics real quick?
Oh yeah, bro. Let's go.
All right, check this out. Here we go. And so, btip, we got hot topics. Hot topics are a series of random questions that are designed for the viewers to get to know who you are through these random questions. Keep it light, keep it loose. Try to answer them to the best of your ability. But if you don't want to answer the question, feel free. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not trying to. If you don't want to answer, just say next question. Totally fine.
Uh-oh.
Right? So, first question. This is a staple of the beat. 3 things you didn't know. What's 3 things that the world does not know about btip, or 3 things that you like to clarify, because God damn it, they need to put some respect on btip name and they keep getting it wrong.
Oh man. All right, sure. First thing, spell my name right. Capital B dash. Put the dash in there. Capital T-I-P.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, what do they not know about me? Oh man, it's a whole lot y'all don't know about me. But number 2, I'm a short dude. I'm 5'3". I might look big on TV or big on on social media, but I'm a short dude. Number 3, what don't they know about me? I love women. I mean, my people know, but I'll just say I love women.
Hey, it's 2022, 2023. You got to clarify these days. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Right. So if you don't know, for all the people that don't know btip is straight.
Hey.
We'll just say that's the third. If you didn't know, now you know for sure.
Hey, listen, and I totally understand that. And hey, look, Donnie be at the beats. I love everybody, but I am strictly for my old lady back in the other room right there. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to, you know what I'm saying, not get murdered in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? But she is a lady, and that is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But I feel you, bro. Thanks for clarifying. Next question is, they ain't got no war for that. This is a dual question. You could either answer it one way or you can answer the other one. They ain't got no war for that means, what's the most ludicrous, asinine thing that you've seen in the media that it's like, yo, I mean, it's so ridiculous that, I mean, they just ain't got no war for that, bro. And it could be anything from Donald Trump being Donald Trump or Lil Nas X with the baby bump, or something that is like philanthropic, something that, you know, is just a ton of philanthropy that you've seen, that you come across, that, you know, a person had or an entity has done something in the world that nobody's paying attention to. They need an award for that. Like, come on now, trophies.
Okay, shoot. On that note, I'm gonna shout out to My Friend's House, Los Angeles. I'm gonna shout out to Herb Bohannon. I'm gonna shout out to the CEO of it, Tiffany Rose, because they out there every Wednesday downtown LA on man, it's down there you know, where people are going through it in life. I can't think of the address right now, but if y'all Google My Friend's House LA, Tiffany Rose, yo, they've been doing this for some years, from like, I think it's from 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. every Wednesday. They're feeding the unfortunate, clothing people, you know what I mean? Giving them, I mean, and they be having some good food and some clothes out there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these companies, they send this stuff to Tiffany, to My Friend's House in LA to give out, just because, you know, it's a tax write-off to some of these companies, which is a blessing. So I just want to shout them out, and anybody could go down there. The thing with that is, My Friend's House LA, it's a lot of industry folks. So you could go down there and network with some folks that's in the entertainment business, and at the same time help the unfortunate people that's downtown LA. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to My Friend's House LA. Shout out to Herb, because he's the one that sent me the invite a few years back. Shout out to Tiffany Rose. She's doing a spectacular, you know, job down there doing that. And it's been consistent. I mean, this has been some years. I remember one time we was out there on a Wednesday. It was pouring rain. And I was like, you know what? I'm going. And we was out there in the rain serving people. Man, it was so much fun. I love the rain. So that's another thing people probably don't know about me. I love the rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I'm in Southern Cali, it barely rains here. Hopefully we get some next week, but man, I love that.
Don't you put no bad juju out there, man. I left the old East Coast for that. All right. You don't know bad juju out there.
Look, we having droughts in Cali. We need that water for real.
They need to throw some water on it or something. Like, don't you disturb my peace out here. Like, I'm here. This is a me thing. This is me being selfish. Okay,
you know, got spoiled out here now.
Hey man, if I wanted that, I'd move to Florida. Okay, I'm out here in LA, and we look. Just throw some water on it. Get some bottled water. Here you go. Just sprinkle it on it
and keep it moving.
Yeah, right. But shout out. You said My Friend's House, LA.
Yeah, My Friend's House, LA. Tiffany Rose is the creator of that nonprofit.
Hey, shout out. If you got any contact info, send it to me, man. I'd like to reach out, see if I can get them on the show. That's what we need to do. Seriously.
Definitely. Yeah, I think she would love that.
Yeah, I love philanthropic movements, bro. Like I love them, and people need to be lifted and heralded, especially when they doing stuff for other people, man. You know, when you're doing the Lord's work, you know, it ain't about you being seen, but you still need to be seen in order to do the Lord's work to spread the message, man. Amen. Let the church say.
Yes, indeed.
All right, two more questions, a hot topic, and then we're gonna get back to run the show so we can get you out here. I know your time is precious, and thank you for being a trooper and hanging in there with me on this. Netflix, what? What's on your visual playlist? Something that you checking out on Netflix, on TV? It don't have to be just Netflix. It could be a documentary, it could be a movie, it could be TV show, it could be anything on anything. As far as long as you watching it, put people up on what you watching.
Oh shoot, I watch Cedric the Entertainment Show on Monday nights on CBS. It's called The Neighborhood.
Yeah, The Neighborhood.
I like that. I like Cedric the Entertainer. I met him before, and he's a cool dude. I actually, a few years back, I sent him a CD, and his company even had the respect to send me a note and say, right now we're not looking for whatever, but I appreciate that they took the time to send a note. I didn't even expect that. And same thing with Tavis Smiley. They sent me a note also saying we received it, blah, blah, blah. But The Neighborhood, I watched TMZ. I got to know what's going on. I watched Saturday Night Live. I watched NCIS. I watched LL, that show with LL. Shout out to LL Cool J. What else do I watch? That's pretty much it in football right now. It's a little bit of basketball. I get into basketball after football season. So right now, of course, I'm a Raiders fan. Shout out to the Raiders. So that's what B-Tip is watching. The Neighborhood, TMZ, NCIS, Saturday Night Live. If there's anything else, I can't think of it right now. Of course, I get my TD Jakes in on TBN. I get my I can't think of the other Joel Osteen on. So that's my variety of TV.
My man, and thank you for sharing. And I got one last question in a hot topic section, and this is another good one. My playlist popping. What's in your audio playlist? Something that you want spotlight for those. What gets you up in the morning and gets you moving and shaking, bro?
Whew, man, what I haven't been listening to. Let me see.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I listen to myself every day. So you know what I'm saying? As Dr. Sister Gazette comes across, man, I need to vet these mixes. I need to vet these tracks. Trust me.
Right.
So you tell me.
Damn, I want to say I can't. Let me see who I've been listening to. Damn, I can't even write off top. No, it's nobody specifically. I'll say, I'm rocking with Drake, man. I'm rocking with Jay-Z for sure. Shouts out to Snoop, Dr. Dre. Who else am I listening to? Damn, that's all I could think of right now. Ty Dolla $ign. Oh, you know who I like? Damn, I just told what's her name? I like Cash Dogs. I think she out of New York. Cash Dog got her style, man. I like the way she raps. So shout out to Cash Dog. Who else is new? I want to throw out some new people that I've been listening to. Oh man, I rock Rick Ross. I like Rick Ross, man, for sure. Of course, the Bad Boy Death Row records. I'm, the 90s, even though back then folks was going through it. But what's so funny about back then when everybody, all the stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
People were still listening to each other's music, bro.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but people wouldn't believe it. Like, I could go to somebody's house who they feuding with somebody on record, but sitting up there playing their songs. And you see, a lot of it is love, dude. It's really love, man. It's just some of it just be, I don't know, it'd be ego, whatever. And but deep down, dude, I think we all, you might not like somebody, but you listening to their music.
Right.
You might be, I ain't saying everybody, but it's like I've seen it before where people are battling, they feuding in front of the whole world, but you'll go to their house and man, wait, ain't you feuding with them? But rocking to the music. So that's why I be saying, man, I'll be like, yo, man, like, I mean, we all got haters, man. And Drake said in the song, what'd he say? it goes back to saying, like, when people take your stuff, what they call it, you're supposed to look at it as I can't think of the word, but Dre
Cover?
said, huh?
Like a cover or something?
No, that ain't the word. It's I can't think of the word right now, but damn, I can't think of. Man, I'm going blank, bro.
No worries. It
Yeah.
is what it is, and I'm sure to come back to you. No worries. We good. We good.
I done forgot a few things tonight. I don't know what's gonna come back in a few minutes.
It's all good. And then when you do remember, hit me up. We'll bring you back on, and then we'll talk about it again.
Right. I'm gonna remember as soon as we hang up. I'm be like, yo, man, get this thing back.
Indeed. Well, listen, at the end of the day, we got to point out, we understand exactly where you're coming from. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for ending hot topics with us. It's 3 more questions that's in the trick bag that we're gonna get you back on your way, man. And again, I sincerely appreciate you. And let me throw back again, just for those that are still tuning in, or those who just coming in. I got James btip Brown on the line, a host of the btipinthamix on Clubhouse. Make sure you check it out every Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Tuesdays 5:30 Pacific Standard Time start, and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time start time. But we usually on for like the average is 4 hours. So just tap in, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to do the beat for 4 hours, but people's attention spans is like so.
The thing about Clubhouse is people, Clubhouse is big, so it's people that's just waking up, just going whatever they doing, and they popping in. So you never know who you're gonna catch. You never know how many people's gonna step in your session. It's just like you just do it, and what happens happens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I gotta spend more time in the cut. I ain't been on beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be on Clubhouse half as much as I need to. So I definitely need to make sure I do my due diligence to get up on that thing for sure. But these 3 questions, let me hop into these 3 questions. How do you feel you've paved the way for young talent?
How did I pave the way for young talent?
Yeah.
Oh man. So I DJ also. I mean, y'all probably heard it. So just for instance, today I DJ'd at an event at an elementary school. And one of the kids, so we was doing the raffle and everything. And this like the second time. Before it was a couple other kids. So the kids want to be part of like DJing. They come up to you, play this, play that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I like is when kids say, I want to be a DJ. And the kid said that today. And because I gave him the microphone to call out the numbers on the you know how they do the what they call when you win stuff,
like raffle or whatever.
The raffle, that's the word.
Yeah.
So I gave him a chance to call out the numbers. He's like, man, I like this. And then another time I was at another event, and it was 2 kids, and I gave them the mic. I got 2 cordless mics, so I gave them the mics, and they was calling it off, man. And so what that does, they see me as a DJ having fun. I'm not the DJ that's sitting down. I'm not sitting in my chair. I'm not DJing like that. That's lazy. But I mean, some people have to. I'm not going to say that. Let me back up, because I don't know everybody's health situation. So some people are going to be sitting down. I'll say that. But I'm the type of DJ. I'm up. I'm dancing. I'm having fun. I'm dancing with some of the people. I'm on the microphone clowning. And so the kids see that, and they just like, I keep hearing it, like, I want to be a DJ, or else I'll motivate them. And I like the other kids, they had the mics. I'm telling them in front of the whole, everybody that's there. I'm like, yo, these kids, I could see them being on, being a host on the music awards one day, on the such and such awards. So I'm motivating them as we go along, because they're having fun with me as a DJ. And they see that they could do it, and then I let them. I don't let them do the mix and all that, but I do let them hold the microphone and do the announcements, and they know that's part of DJing. So, like today, this kid he had a bar like this. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, I want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways I'm paving the way for the kids, man.
And it's
Motivating them to get into the arts.
That's a beautiful thing, and this is why I think it's a double down on it being a beautiful thing. Not only are you forging a path for them so they can see themselves doing what it is that they want to do, but they also have the opportunity to experience it real time. And I'm very big on that, because a lot of times when you get that Basquiat recognition where it's like, you don't know, people don't know what they got till it's gone. Then everybody want to herald it and lift it up. It's already gone. Not to say you should experience it or appreciate it less, but why can't we just experience things real time? This person's doing it. That's why, like I said, I was like, I gotta have btip on the show. Now we got him here. You can hear it come from his mouth. Right. You might catch it. You might be late, but while we got him, he's here. You know what I mean? And I think that's a beautiful thing, because the kids get to see their entire future right now. Wow. You know what I mean? That's huge. That's huge, brother. And I love that. And even Mama Lana said, junior DJ school in future. I had to leave it up there just because it was relevant to the convo. And because Mama Lioness is dope, So kudos to you, bro. Forward thinking. That's exactly how you give him back.
One way.
Last two questions, but this is probably the number 3 important question of the evening. Any advice for young aspiring entrepreneurs, talent? And they don't even have to be young, because a lot of us are still trying to figure it out too. And what I'm saying, I'm plus, and we're trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? But what advice do you have anybody for any aspiring talent whatsoever?
Man, I'll say this is, I hear it a lot, but just start. You know what I mean? You got to start. Sometimes we want it to be perfect before we start.
Yeah.
It's no perfect time. The time is now. You know what I'm saying? If you have the drive, the motivation, the passion for whatever it is you want to do, you're gonna put yourself to it and do it. So whatever you're passionate about, go for that. You know what I mean? Because passion is everything, man. You know what I mean? And just love whatever you're doing, have love for it. Don't everything's not about money all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you got to do for free. You know what I mean? And support people and just different things like that. But like they say, the money's gonna come. Do it for the love. I did an album. My second album the title was called Love, Drive, Passion. I love creating. I got the drive, and I'm passionate about this. So that's where that came from with that album title. I love it. I love being a creator. I got the drive, and I'm passionate about it. So y'all check out that album, Love, Drive, Passion by btip. And then just, my thing is this, man. If you know you could do it, don't worry about what people saying, man, because it's people that's gonna be like, you can't do it, or they've given up. Oh man, I tried that, man. You gonna want. It might not happen for them, but it might happen for you, just like that. You never know, man. You just gotta go for whatever it is. You starting your business. Matter of fact, shout out to my homegirl Rhonda Ray. She looking for business owners at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. She has a beautiful location there for entrepreneurs. You could go there, get a space. It's inside the mall, inside of a big store in which she's having it's a few different businesses in there. And we're most likely going to be doing some events there also.
That's awesome.
It's called the African Marketplace. I believe it's called the African Marketplace. Rhonda Ray, y'all Google her. African Marketplace at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall off of Crenshaw and King. And the store is right by the food court and right by what we remember as Magic Johnson. Shout out to Magic Johnson movie theater, even though it's something else. But shout out to Magic Johnson and Cookie Johnson, you big businessman and woman. Much love, y'all. That's an entrepreneur for you, for real. Shout out to Magic Johnson. He went to school, played basketball, but his major, I believe, was business, and he's doing it to the fullest.
Yeah. You talk about laying groundwork, bro.
Man.
Flat out. I definitely want to take it. If you don't mind, I'd like to add a statistic. It's not an official statistic, but it's the one that matters to me based off of what you said about this aspiring talent question. And I think you might understand this because, like you said, you have an affinity for sports. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The first thing you got to do, like you said, is try. Just do it. Ladies and gentlemen, get out there. There is a market for you. Don't let anybody else tell you that you don't have a market. There is a market for you. Get out there, get after it. But you wouldn't know if you don't try it.
Right. That's for real.
Yeah, that's real live, man. Real live. But thank you again for sharing, bro. Listen, we are at the last question of the evening. I am so honored and humbled to have James Btip Brown on the beat. And I gotta say, it's been pleasurable. You're always welcome back, bro. And with that being said, I gotta have this, if you remember me saying this earlier in the conversation, is the most important question, and I think you'll get a kick out of this, and you'll understand why. The most important question for Btip is, how can people learn more about you? This is your opportunity to lay it out so people can know how to reach out to you and learn more about you, support your business, and all of the above. How can people learn more about Btip?
All right, learn more about me. Let me leave my number down. Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You can learn more about me. I mean, listen to my music. I got an album out that I released a few years back called Success. Another album called Love, Drive, Passion. Another album, what was it called? Oh, Chosen Few, the Underground Edition. But that's gonna be hard to find. But I'm listening to the music, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm not on there talking crazy. I'm really talking about motivation, motivating people and things of that nature. So, that's what Btip is really about, man. Motivation, motivating people, being motivated. I don't have a book just yet, but another way you can find out about me, I mean, on my social media, you can see a little something about me, and that's at btipent. So all social platforms is btip. Oh, you got it right there, ENT. So just what I'm saying. My birthday. Another thing about me, my birthday, November 4th.
Okay.
Score. There it is.
Yeah.
So, another thing. Let me see what else. Puffy. Shout out to Puffy. Puffy and I have the same birthday. Well, I'll say his name is Love now. P. Diddy. So Puffy and I share the same birthday. We two different people, but we share the same birthday. And one day, I saw Puffy's son recently at a party. I told him, I said, me and your pops got the same birthday, and we're gonna do a party. I told him, let him know. So y'all look for that, man, in the future, man. Btip in Love or Diddy. Look for that birthday party in the future, man. I'm speaking. I've been speaking that for a minute. So we're gonna speak that into existence. That's one of my goals, man, for Puffy and I to do a birthday party together. And let me see what else. What else? How else can you find out know about me? Rewind this tape, rewind this play. You know what I mean? And tap in on the social media. Come out and meet me in person, man. My thing is this, like we say on Clubhouse, like we on Clubhouse. You know, we on there doing some heavy networking and everything. But after the networking, you know, it's really about building those relationships, and then meeting in person. I'm not talking like date and all that. I'm saying like if I mean somebody in the session has an event coming up within 2 weeks, every Tuesday, somebody has something coming up. So my thing is this: come meet me in person.
Yeah.
Come meet us in person. And that's the thing. A brother, he was all the way in Memphis. He started tapping in on Tuesdays because I had met him on another call and I liked his music. So he started coming in on Tuesdays. Next thing you know, he flew out here, myself and maybe about 3 other people off of btipinthamix on Clubhouse. We linked up with him. You know what I'm saying? And showed him love. So he appreciated that. So I'm really about networking and making things happen, man, in person. I'm cool on the I couldn't make it or this and that excuses all the time. No, man, let's because I come out, people that come into the B Tip in the Mix on Tuesday, if they got something, I've been to a few different events just because they came in and said, yo, I got this event. I'm going to support. I want to meet you in person. So that's the type of brother I am, man. I like to, this is cool, but like Donnie B, I want to meet you in person, man. You know what I'm
I will make
saying?
that. That's
Yeah.
going down for sure. So
Yeah,
and that's my 2023 resolution, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I officially suck at it, but you people don't understand. I got about 5 jobs, and people don't understand that. So I'm gonna say I hear it, I get it, I understand it, but that's my resolution in 2023. I need to reach out and be more present. And I totally understand it, but I definitely want to meet you or to meet Monica. I want to meet Mama Lioness. I want to meet the whole team because you guys, y'all cooking over there. Whatever y'all cooking, I'm smelling it today. I'm getting the waft of it's fire over there. You know what I'm saying? Our focus media. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, y'all gonna see me.
some soul food. Shout out to Goody Moms. Good old soul food.
Indeed, man. So, like I said, man, it has been a pleasure, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, B-Tip is in the building, and it was a pleasure having him on. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and follow B-Tip on all social media. I'm gonna put it down here at the bottom again while we walk the way out. B-Tip, you got any last words, any shout outs, anything that you want to put and leave everybody with?
Oh shoot, man. Let's see. Last words, man. I just want to say thank you to you. Donnie B got the beats, man, and the beat, man. I appreciate this opportunity to be on your platform, man, and letting people know a little more about B-Tip. Shoot, I just want to say thank you, bro. I appreciate this. And man, much success to you, man. I see you out there doing some big things also, man. Just with this in general. Somebody was in our clubhouse Tuesday and was asking about doing a podcast. I said, bro, tap in. I'm being interviewed Thursday, and you could ask Donnie B because that's what he do. I don't know. So I don't know if he tapped in or whatever. He might catch it later, but yeah, man, much props to you for doing what you do. This takes time and effort. People don't realize like it's a whole lot behind what you're doing right here. Cameras. You got to invest in cameras, lights, all that. These are investments, folks. Look at the brother's background. That's dope. I'm average, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the wall behind me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm average with it right now. But I got
to direct though, bro.
Yeah, I gotta step my game up to Donnie B in the beat, y'all. Look at the background, y'all. So, much props to you on that, bro.
Appreciate you.
For real. And then congratulations on the new single you just threw out there with the young lady. I think that was a new one, right?
Yeah, it's Treese. Treese's Run, and that came out 4th of July. But what people may or may not know, and I want to slide that to you guys. I want to give you guys the exclusive drop, but I'm releasing my single. My newest single comes out November 5th. It's going to hit all digital streaming platforms November 5th that morning. So I'm going to be hot and heavy for the next couple months, man. So hopefully everybody like it. It's self-produced. I'm an artist on it as well. I mixed it myself. I damn near did everything except I co-wrote it with my guy. I'll fill everybody in if I get the opportunity to talk about it later on. But nonetheless, it's gonna be fire. I got good expectations from it coming soon. So thank you.
Congratulations.
You got me plugging my old thing on my old platform, bro. That's disrespectful for myself. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's all good.
Do it, bro. You don't know who gonna catch this clip. Sure.
Exactly. But nah, it's been humbling, bro. It's been a pleasure to share energy with you again. 2023 and beyond. Hopefully, we can do a lot of business together, man. I in kind, I respect everything that you put on the table. Like I said, your credentials speak for themselves, and it's you know what I'm saying, like. A person like me, I'm trying to eat all that up, bro. Let's see what we can do. Let's get this bag, bro. Right. You know what I mean? And man, my biggest thing is just I've always been about opening the market up. Just Jay-Z say, smarten up, open the market up, and that was something I always lived by. So I definitely want to network. I definitely want to see how we can build btipinthamix. We want to support our focus media, Mama Linus, Monica Cervantes. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Williams, btip Brown, like just open the game up for everybody, man. You know, I do want to say this though. You know, our brother is catching a lot of flack for a lot of true statements, and I gotta say, yay, he ain't lying to y'all. It's just the way he said it. It could have been, I think, vocally said a little bit of a different way as to where not to rub a lot of feathers the way he rubbed them. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think he has something to it. There's a lot of merit to what he said, ladies and gentlemen. You can cancel me. I ain't really got started yet, so that's all y'all. But I mean, that's just my opinion. Crucify me for my opinion. Yo, it is what it is. But I'm saying all that to say, let's open it up for everybody, man. The game is for everybody, man. And it's enough money out here for all of us to eat. That's how I feel about it.
Definitely.
Flat out. But btip, I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna give you some time back. Do me a favor. Just give me 2 or 3 minutes after this. Just hang on till we ride out, and then we can close up everything and and dot the I's, cross the T's after this, so I can let you know what's the next steps to expect. Like I said, thank you very much for your everything, your kind words, and just your wisdom and nuggets and everything that you have put to the game so far, man. You are much appreciated and much celebrated, bro.
Right back at you. Thank you,
my man. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, thank you for tuning in to The Beat. This is the latest edition of The Beat. Season 6, ladies and gentlemen. Who knew my COVID pivot would still be COVID pivoting? You know, but I'm still here, and we're going to keep it moving. Shout out to everybody that tuned. You got something to say?
Oh, yeah, one more thing. About Taste of Compton, man. Shout out to Alonzo Williams. I'm going to shout him out. Shout out to Monica. Shout out to the Latino Chamber of Commerce, the City of Commerce. I just want to make sure I shouted everybody out because that was a beautiful event. It was called Taste of Compton, man. So that was a positive thing. You know, a few people were scared to come because it was in Compton, but yo, man, we just gonna keep moving. It was a beautiful thing in the City of Compton. It was positive the whole time we was there. So don't get caught up in different cities like being worried about stuff. Come with that positivity and worry free, man, and think positive and good things happen. Don't worry about what city you think is, you know what I mean? Just man, keep an open mind and you know what I'm saying? Think positive, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say.
And I appreciate you for saying that, bro. Let me know where the energy at. I need to be where the energy at. So, just keep me posted, keep me tuned up with what's popping. I ain't from here, so I'm just going based off of what I think is a good opportunity and so forth and so on to spread the love and put eyes where things need to be at. But definitely the world famous Compton, everybody knows about what time it is out there, man. So if you're missing out, that's on you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow btip all social media. Make sure you go btipinthamix every Tuesday. And if you want the more mathematics on that, hit me up or hit btip, hit Monica Cervantes, hit Mama Linus, hit Crystal, hit everybody, our Focus Media, everybody that's affiliated with the team and affiliated with putting on for btip in the mix. Make sure you do that. Also, again, Donnie B got the beats. Thank you for tuning into the beat, ladies and gentlemen. This is season 6. We're going into season 7 strong, trying to pick up, and I got bigger things to come, but I'm not even gonna put out for that yet until y'all see it, and then we're gonna keep it moving with that. You know what I'm saying? But please like, please follow, please subscribe. Donnie B got the beats. Same thing as Donnie B got the beats on social media. You can find me out there. Like BTip said, I'm trying to do my thing, and that is what it is. Like I said, coming up real soon, we got a ton of guests coming up, but 50 Caesar is definitely high on the list right now because I've been on a lot of traction with that brother. We just haven't locked down on the date, but 50, I got you, bro. Trust me, I got you. And we got a few other people from the East Coast that that I adore. I love them so much. They're gonna be on soon, but just working out the logistics. With that being said, I'm Donnie B got the beats. We live on the beat. Guess what? We out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. Donnie,